Birds chirping over there.
Yeah, welcome week 3. J Talk.
Yo. What's going on? J Talk, baby.
Josh and John.
Episode number 3.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Feels great. Today, Josh and I are going to be talking about the fitness industry, the good, the bad, the ugly. What do you think about that, Josh?
The good, the bad, and the ugly of the fitness industry. Now, John, you've been in the fitness industry, 15 plus years, almost 20 years, combining coaching, combining you exercising as an individual before you started coaching. I've been in the fitness industry for about 10 years, started playing high school sports and just wanted to get bigger, just wanted to get stronger for high school sports. And I remember I was talking to one of my coaches and I wanted to gain weight. Like I'm like 145 pounds, 150 pounds soaking wet. I wanted to get bigger for next season. And, what better place to go for information than one of your coaches? So went to my football coach, my strength and conditioning coach. I'm like, hey, listen, coach, I just want to get bigger. My results aren't coming fast enough. I need my results to come faster. What can give me that edge? What can it help me put on some more muscle? I'm trying to put on 20 pounds of muscle in the next 5 months of off season. What do I got to do? And he's like, hey, listen, what you're going to have to do is I'm going to send you over to the supplement store and you're going to go buy a weight gainer. Right? You're going to go buy this weight gainer shake, and this magic elixir of, the best ingredients is going to get you that 15, 20 pounds of muscle you want to put on in 4 months. So here, go to that supplement shop, tell them that I sent you, and they're going to hook you up. All right. Just ask them about the weight gainer shake. And I was like, all right, cool. And I remember thinking that night, I'm going to get this weight gainer shake and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and I'm going to get jacked. I'm going to put on 20 pounds of muscle and I'm going to smash everybody on that field. And I'm going to be the best athlete out there because of this weight gainer. I thought it was a magic pill or something like that. So I go into the supplement shop and I go talk to the guy that's there, and he's huge. He's the biggest guy I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, damn, you must be on that weight gainer. He was wearing he's wearing a huge shirt, probably a triple XL, but he was filling it out. His forearms were all jacked, veins running everywhere. He had a deep ass voice, huge beard. John, his beard was solid. Jawline, just looking like a monster. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy is a beast. I want to be just like this guy. And I'm like, hey, my head coach, blah, 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 I gave him his name. He told me to come here and talk to you about a weight gainer. He's like, hey, listen, weight gainers are bullshit. You don't want to take the weight gainer. Trust me on this. This is what you're going to need to take. And he tells me this supplement. I think it might have been a creatine something. Creatine something. It was a bunch of different things. He's like, but if you really want it, this is only for the serious athletes only. If you really want to take it to the next level, not only do you want to get the creatine, but you also want to get this other supplement too. And now this other supplement has the reciprocal of the pi 3.14, and it's got the creative process of a god, blah, blah, blah. He was saying all these things I didn't understand, and he put it in a nice package, and that's going to take you to that next level.
Yeah, it is.
But if you want to be elite, and if you want to, he looked me right in the eyes, if you want to be elite, then you're going to have to add this third supplement in. And, I know you don't have a lot of money, so I'm going to give you a deal. You're a high school athlete. I'm going to give you a deal. I'm going to give
$500.
I'm going to give you these 3 supplements, and I'm going to throw in I'm going to give you these 3 supplements for about $100 and something bucks and some change. And because I like you, I'm going to give you a free shaker cup and a shirt. How does that sound, Josh? I said, sold. You said you had free shirt.
And that's where Josh began.
And I remember that, man. I had all these supplements, and I remember, I'm just taking these supplements and thinking that they were getting me the results. And it put me on cloud 9. I'm taking creatine, I'm taking pre-workout, I'm using all these weight gainers. And you know what happened, man? I saw no progress.
Maybe a little bit?
I saw just as much progress as before I took the stuff.
Yeah.
there was a placebo effect. You know, I felt like I was a god because I was taking all these supplements. Like I thought I was like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ended up being bullshit, man.
That's
So
funny.
my first introduction to the fitness industry was bullshit. Was
Was
a lie.
BS. Yeah.
That I need
It's
these
funny.
supplements in order to get to these goals that I have.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I remember when my brother first started taking creatine supplements, and I was like, "Man, this must be the secret stuff." It came in like this really like bland looking. It was like a no label on the container, and you open it, it's like this white powder, and then you put
yeah,
it in, and it like turns purple. And
Mhm.
I remember tasting that thing, and that was disgusting. That was so gross.
Yeah, the flavors back
Yeah.
then were just
Oh.
the nastiest.
Nasty. I remember my first introduction to the fitness industry was just I was just hitting the gym and my buddy was like, dude, you gotta do this workout, man. This workout is gonna get you jacked. Like this is the workout. Like we're gonna do this. And
Yeah.
it was just like a bunch of random exercises. It was like some workout he saw online. He's like, dude, check this out. Like this is what we do. This is I just found this program. So
Mhm.
it's like and then like 3 weeks later, we'd be like following a different program. It's like it was so funny. We'd like switch programs. Like, hey, this is what we're doing this time, and this is like, oh, I found this diet that Hugh Jackman's doing to look jacked for Wolverine. Dude, check this out. And I'm just like, oh, try this workout that all the celebrities are doing to get jacked before their
Like
movies.
a 6-week program.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman got swole in 5 weeks for Wolverine.
Right.
This is the workout you
Right.
need to do. I know what you're
And
talking
it's like you're doing these workouts, but you know the results are just they're what it is. Like, just it's so funny. There's so much information about there. Like
Mm.
that's why the fitness industry is. It's like it's just fully diluted with information, and that's one of the biggest. Like it's like an information overload. Like what supplements am I going to take? What workouts am I going to do?
Mm.
Like the fitness industry is the great thing about the fitness industry is that a ton of people do it. A ton of people are working out now. Like me and you were saying, like we got a lot of people online trying to look up workouts. We got people coming into the gym like, oh, I want to try it out. Like that's great. I love that. But like, how do you sift through all that info and what's right? Like it's like, you know, everybody's like, oh, they got like ADD and they're trying this diet and that diet. And that's a big problem because the consistency isn't there, where the consistency is really the golden nugget. Like as long as you're consistent with even a mediocre training plan, you're going to get results.
Right. Like I was told that the best training program on the planet is the one that you can stick to the longest.
Right.
Man.
And that's like a big
problem. You're alluding to how diluted the fitness industry is. Like there's just so much information out there, and you were talking about when you first started, you were trying these different workouts, like the Wolverine workout, or
right.
I'm sure you tried hundreds.
Yeah.
And I was the same way. I remember when I first, before the supplement story, I mean, I was lifting, and I remember I used to do like these such odd workouts that I would find online. And I had no idea, like, why am I doing this workout? It was just like, oh no, this workout would get you jacked. I didn't really care about, you know, what muscles I was training. I didn't care about my technique. I didn't care about really, it was just more for the look, if anything. Like I just saw, oh, this workout's going to get me buff or get me this result. That's all I care about. I'll do the workout, no questions asked. And then I'd be on the internet and then another workout would pop up. No, this is the workout that's going to get you jacked. That other workout that you were doing, that one's not as good as this one. Okay, let me try this one. Okay, nope, it's this other workout that's going to get me, a new workout comes out, you know? And you're constantly being pulled in so many different directions that, I mean, I could see how tough it would be for a lot of people where they're pulled in so many different directions that they end up being, they're like overwhelmed by the information that they don't do anything.
Right.
And they're like, oh, there's too much out there. I can't go to the gym. I might be a little bit intimidated. I might feel a little bit overwhelmed. So I might just go to the gym and I don't know how to use that machine. I don't know the technique for this exercise. So I'm just going to hop on the treadmill and that's going to be my workout. And I think that's the story for a lot of people, that they're so bombarded with information that they end up not going anywhere, right? They just go to the gym and they hop on that treadmill. So,
Right. I mean, the solution is you just got to stick with one thing, like
right.
finding a coach or a program that works for you. And that's where us as professionals, we need to come in and say like, hey, like after training people for, 13 plus years, it's like, there's a lot of different ways that work, and good coaches are going to come and tailor you to what works for you. Like,
Right.
it's not just about strength training or just about cardio or just about paleo or just about keto. There's a lot of different ways, and us as professionals, we sift through that and help you like find your way. But
Right.
unfortunately, a lot of trainers, they're not as battle seasoned as you and I. And there's a lot of people getting certified who just do it so that they can train online. Like, I train people online, but these people don't understand how to coach human behavior. Maybe they know exercises, but another thing is like there's so many trainers out there that aren't really got qualified to help a lot of people, but the internet is there so that they can post and publish on the internet, and
Right.
they can post whatever they want. And that's another
Right.
problem is that, who do you really believe in? Do you believe in that, Joe on the internet or Kevin over here? It's like, who is it?
Right.
So,
Yeah. You were talking about how pretty much how easy it is to market yourself as a personal trainer. Now, there's a lot of trainers out there, especially online and even in the gyms, where, maybe they just got their certification and they had zero experience lifting. Like they haven't been in the trenches. They've only been lifting for, 6 months, and now they want to be a trainer. Or even there's some trainers out there who don't even have a certification. There's gyms that allow you to train whoever you want. I can bring in anybody I want. And as long as I'm following the gym protocol, I can train them however I want.
right.
You go into gyms where maybe your trainer really doesn't know, he doesn't really know how to teach you how to perform exercises correctly or put you on that plan that's going to help you get stronger and build a solid foundation for longevity, right? Because this is all about longevity. We provide different programs for different people. Everyone has individual goals that we have to tailor workout programs to, but you can't get away from the bread and butter, like having good form, teaching somebody how to lift, teaching people how to have a better mindset and change their behaviors about fitness and health. That's the main goal. And there's some coaches out there that really they don't have your best interest at heart, meaning
Right.
maybe they are just out there trying to get a quick buck. Like you got a lot of social media trainers out there where they're selling something, right? They're selling a program, but maybe on the side you look in their bio and they've got a link to a waist trainer. That's that's bullshit. Or they have a link to a bunch of weight gainer creatine supplements. That's bullshit. Or you might see on their profile that every single day is a completely random workout. This is the workout that's gonna get. Yeah, like they're selling you literally every post.
Right.
Yeah.
Not good. And it's like there's no one way approach. And it's like I remember when I was a beginner trainer myself and I fell into those same traps. Like I knew how to train myself. I had been training myself for 5+ years. I'm like, I'm gonna be a trainer now. And training people is way different than training yourself.
Yeah.
Like people think that training is all about giving a workout. It's not. Coaching people, coaching behaviors is about true training, true coaching. And that was like, man, even my first 3 to 4 years of training one-on-one, I was still a noob. And now, 12, 13 years into it, I feel like we've got a much better grasp of what to do and how to coach behaviors and how to change people for better. And that's kind of where the fitness industry needs to go is, training and working out is great, but what are the behaviors we need to instill? Because you hear it all the time, like, I did that workout for a month and I just fell off, or I did that workout for 3 months and it didn't work for me. Well, maybe you weren't coached properly, because real coaching takes time. It's going to take at least a year to make changes in some way, shape, or form. At least a year. If you're doing something for a month, 2 months, even 6 months, that's not long enough, like, to make lasting changes.
Yeah, and to add on to that, guys, there's people who are going to watch this podcast who have dealt with other coaches, or have started the workout journey and maybe have failed. right? You worked with the previous coach, or you were going to a corporate gym, like you were going to 24-hour fitness, and you tried it out for a few months, and maybe you weren't seeing the progress that you wanted to see, or maybe you just didn't know what you were doing in there and got a little bit discouraged, which, it happens. It happens. But when was the last time someone told you, hey, listen, you're going to need to be on this program for a whole entire year if you want the full benefit. If you really want to see some results, you're going to have to be doing this for a year straight. That's a long period of time. Like, it's a short period of time to John and I, but that's a long period of time if you haven't stuck to something for more than a month or two at a time. That's
Right.
really where the progress lies. Like, when a coach tells you that, hey, listen, you need to be on this program for a year, there's a lot of things I need to teach you. There's a lot of things that you can benefit from doing a program like this versus when you're on social media or some of these coaches are selling plans, or they're in the gym, they're telling you, hey, listen, I can get you your goal in 4 weeks. I can get you to your goal in 6 weeks. Get on my 8-week cut bulk program at the same time. Right. I'll get you to your goal. And that's all. Right. How many of you guys have tried diets like that, where it's a 4-week crash diet, or it's a 4-week shred challenge, or a 4-week whatever challenge it is, and then afterwards maybe you lost 5-10 pounds. Like, you could have saw some good progress, but what happens after? You go back to your old ways.
You go back.
You didn't build any good habits.
Right. And I mean, it's funny because that was classic me. When I first started working out, I was the guy on crash diets. I was the guy taking supplements, just like you. Like, you were doing these things too, and we all made these mistakes. And as a beginner, like, your first several years, like, you learn these things. You're like, man, that didn't really work. Like, I wanted to work, but it didn't work. And it's like, after years of doing things wrong, like, people like you and I, we start to hone in on our skills. Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try this. That didn't work. I'm going to try this. And it starts to go out, like, all this information. Okay, it starts to condense a little bit better. And then you get, okay, these ways work. Like, form works. Starting with the basics works. And that's, like, super important. Like, when you, Josh, and I work with people, like, no matter what level they come in, we start them at the basics and we watch their form, and then we progress them. Like, a lot of programs, they just say, oh, do these exercises for the next 8 weeks, but there's no progressing. There's no extra challenges progressively, right? You're not teaching proper form. And when you coach proper form and proper progressions, you can be progressed for years and have a blast doing it.
Right.
That is what a good coach will do. It'll never get boring. It'll always be challenging, just outside your fitness level, right?
Right. And it's supposed to be fun too.
Totally.
Like, you're going to the gym, lifting and getting stronger and working on yourself and becoming healthier. It's supposed to be fun. So if you've had a previous experience where you've quit because you weren't enjoying it, that's a problem. And a good coach who has a solid program and understands you as the athlete — I call my clients athletes, and I want them to be athletes — then they're going to set it up in a way to where you're having a good time accomplishing your fitness goals. I mean, it's going to be challenging. Any good program is going to challenge you and put you outside your comfort zone. But if you're not accomplishing anything, if you're not getting stronger, maybe you're not seeing a result, or you're not learning more about yourself or about your nutrition, then it's not going to be fun. And it's up to a coach to, show you that right way and show you how powerful it is to work on your body and work on your health, and how rewarding it really can be if you are given the right direction.
Right. And having that right direction is a key, because like, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of articles about fitness online.
Right.
All dissecting different parts. Some are like going against one another. Oh, do this, don't do that. It's like, a lot of things work. In fact, almost everything works in fitness as long as you have a structured program and you have good progressions.
Right.
And like, you need to dissect that information, and that's where good coaches can help you.
And get rid of the fluff.
And get rid of the fluff. And don't get me wrong, the fluff is great sometimes. It's fun, like single leg burpees and like stuff like that. Like that's all fluff stuff, but doing the main movements and the complex movements that you can grow is really key.
Right. Well, because I know for me, when what really took my fitness level or my fitness to the next level was when I started focusing on strictly getting stronger, strength training. Taking 4 or 5 different moves that were going to build my body in a good way, give me a solid foundation. And I focused on those for years. Right? Versus when I first started to do, it was like 100 different exercises. You need to do 10 exercises for this body part, and you need to do 10 exercises for this body part, and you have to do. I was really into bodybuilding. I was looking at bodybuilding information, and some swole dude that isn't doing what he's selling to me, pretty much. What he's not doing the workout that he's selling to me, but he's telling me hit biceps on Monday, and then triceps on Tuesday, and then you're gonna only hit chest on Wednesday, and you're only all these different programs. Then I go to another guy's page, and he's like, "No, you got to do full body." No, and then this guy's saying, "No, you got to do that." Now I'm getting pulled in all these different directions, and when I really just said, "Hey, I'm just gonna focus on one thing, and I'm gonna give myself a time frame." I'm gonna give myself 2 years to focus just on strength training and see what that does for me. And when I really honed in on one program versus like you said, there's so many different conflicting articles out there. Like, this workout's good for this, and it's better than this workout because of this. No, that workout's better than that workout because of this. It's hard. It gets overwhelming, and it could leave you just like frozen, like you don't do anything. Like I was saying earlier. So really, just focusing on one thing for a couple years allowed me to build a solid foundation, kind of get rid of the fluff, and say, hey, listen. The thing that works the best, is consistency, sticking to something, and then not only staying consistent to it, but progressing it, right? Progressing my form and technique, progressing the weights that I'm using, progressing, the different intensities I'm using in the gym. And then I started adding a little bit more to that, as I got stronger, as I got more knowledgeable as a lifter.
Right. And that's, what we do here at Fitness Forward is, we test our athletes every quarter, so every 3 months. And every 3 months we have about 20 different exercises we test. And those 20 different exercises can be progressed like 20 steps plus. Like, you can progress a push-up all the way to a super advanced push-up, like from the knees all the way to like
elevated one-arm push-up. Like,
right. And there's ways to progress it, which is really interesting. Like, you can progress a bench press or a squat or a deadlift, or work on the Olympic lifts, clean and jerk and snatch. Those can be progressed for years and provide a ton of value and a ton of fun, and that's strength training. You can incorporate conditioning and cardio, but as long as you focus on those key elements that are going to get you stronger, improve your posture, and eliminate pain and improve mobility, that stuff is crucial. Like, a lot of people do really repetitive motions. Like, they do the same workout every week, and they don't switch the variables. They don't switch the time under tension. They don't switch the weights being used. And that's where it can be really boring. You're doing a similar exercise, but you're just switching the variables. So it's more challenging. And how we do that is we incorporate every progression available for each of those 20 main exercises, so that over your program, whether it's a year or whether it's 10 years, we have members that have been with us for 10 years who keep progressing. Like, that's amazing. And they're excited every day they come in the gym. We want to get you excited, and that's how we incorporate our program, is through testing. We have great visual graphics. Like, let me just show you a part of our
you're giving that sneak preview?
Yeah, you see that?
Guys, this is classified information right here.
Classified info, man. We got a lot of great stuff coming in. Our new program is going to be amazing.
If you could imagine, like, when I first started training, I wish I had a step-by-step protocol to get to all my goals. Like, if someone was to tell me, if I said, hey, listen, these are the skills I want to learn, because I knew what I wanted very early on. I was like, all right, I wanted it all. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be fast. I wanted to be athletic. I wanted to be buff. I wanted everything. But we always talk about how you can't just get everything at the same time. You got to work on different elements of your fitness, and then it's going to come together through consistency and time. Then you'll get to where you want to go. But having a step by step telling you exactly how to get there. These are the specific moves you need to learn. This is the information and the techniques you need to learn, and you got to develop this to a certain strength before you can move on and learn this next move. Right? That's so powerful, having a step-by-step protocol and giving you the exact format on how to get to your goals, whether it's learning how to do the Olympic lifts, whether it's learning how to progress your squats, your deadlifts, your bench press, whether it's body weight, you want to learn how to do a muscle up, right? But you can't even do a pull up yet. So how are you supposed to learn how to do a muscle up if you can't even do a pull up yet? So there's
Right.
steps, there's a rite of passage in order for you to learn these moves. And the Level Up program is a step by step process on how you guys can achieve whatever fitness goal you want to achieve. And that's why it's going to be a game changer. You know, John, I'm surprised that you showed him the screen like that. You know, I know you've been grinding at that over there.
Yeah.
You know, but we got to give you guys a little bit of a taste.
And that was just one of that what I just showed you is going to be a big map. You're going to be able to unfold it, and you're going to be able to put little stickers on what you complete, and you're going to be able to see a progression of your fitness. And it's super excited because you're going to see this tree grow in all these different areas, and it breaks down every component of every move. Not only that, but it's going to break down your nutrition. Like if you want to lose weight, there's going to be a tree for that. If you want to gain muscle, there's a tree for that. If you want to be just an overall athletic beast, there's a tree for that. There's a tree, like you talked about doing a muscle up. Well, guess what? There are 9 progressions to do the muscle up after you learn the pull up. And to do the pull up, there are about 15 progressions to get to the pull up. So to get to the muscle up, you have to do about 28 steps before that, which can be sequentially added in so that you're getting to your goal. So instead of years and years and years of struggling, over the course of 6 months, you're going to learn these things and grow as a master, so that instead of wondering, oh, what's the next step? What's the next step? Now we have certain goals for you. We have highlights. We have different targets. We have different challenges at different levels. So it's going to be the next level in fitness, because that's where group training has it wrong. Like back when I first got in the industry, like back when I first started training, like 2007, 2006, there was only one-on-one training. There was very little group training, almost no group training. So one-on-one training was great. And then there was a recession in 2008. So a lot less people were doing one-on-one training. A lot of people dropped off of my clients. I was losing a lot of clients. So the group training industry exploded after 2008. It was great because then you can help a ton of people at once in a group setting. But the problem with that was, how do you keep track of 20 people in a room? How do you progress 20 people in a room without structure and without goal? So that was a problem with me. Like I didn't know how to do it. And growing this business, like adding in the progressions and adding in the fitness tests and growing through what people liked and what people disliked, like this formula, like this level up formula right here that you guys are getting, it has been battle tested for 10 years. And now it's going to be like a map to your success.
Yeah.
So that you, with your individual goal, can be progressed to mastery, and you're going to have a blast doing it.
Right.
And that is a key, is to get excited about your training program. And that's where we're changing the group training industry. Like group training is dead. Like we're like group training, and we're going to give you a one-on-one service, even better than one-on-one service. So like people are going to be blown out of the water with what we're going to provide, and nobody's going to be able to compete with that. And so you either got to level up or you're going to die. And so we decided to level up and create this program for you guys, because we know it's going to make you successful and you excited. And that's what we want. Josh and I want you to be excited.
Right. I love that's my favorite part of coaching, is watching my clients hit PRs, breaking past mental and physical barriers. Every single session, they're breaking past a barrier in some sort of way. And then when we do the tests, and we do the fitness test, and we're testing these 20 different moves, and I watch them deadlift 150 pounds, that their first deadlift was like 95 pounds. And then in 3 months, they add 50 to 75 pounds to their deadlift when they never had even deadlifted in the past. right? They were scared of deadlifting, or maybe there's a misconception that, I can't lift heavy, or I'm gonna hurt myself, or I'm not supposed to lift heavy because it's gonna get me bulky. Some people have these they were told different things about lifting, but watching you guys get stronger is my favorite part of the job. Watching you guys progress. And John was talking about how we were talking about the muscle up earlier, and before you can get a muscle up, you got to be able to do a pull up. And before you do a pull up, there's so many other exercises you need to progress before the pull up. And I think a lot of us get discouraged because we have these goals where, let's just say you want to learn an advanced lift, or you want to be a better runner. Let's just say you want to be able to run 10 miles in a row. Well, before you run 10 miles, you're going to be able to run a half a mile first with correct technique and, doing the correct things and running pain-free. And I think we sometimes overlook the small steps to get to our big goal. We see the big goal and, 3 months passed by, I've been working on it and I didn't get to those 5 miles. I failed and now I'm going to quit because I didn't get there fast enough. Versus the Level Up program you're going to be hitting goals weekly, right? Every week you're learning a new skill that's going to get you closer to running those 5 miles, or get you closer to doing that lift that you've always wanted to do, because we have a systematic approach where, okay, I did this move. Now I'm going to advance to that next move that's going to get me closer to those 5 miles. Okay, I learned how to do that. And every single week, there's going to be something new for you to work on, a new skill for you to develop. So you're learning not only the long-term skill, but all the little things you need to be mastering in order to get to that skill. Because when you have that big goal, you got to do the little things in between. And I think that's what a lot of us are forgetting, is the little steps in between to get to that bigger goal. And I'm talking about strength training and lifting and all that kind of stuff right now. That could be applied to anything in your life, but we're just talking about fitness right now.
Right. And the thing about the little steps to the goal is a lot of people don't know those little steps. And a lot of people, they don't understand how to implement those little steps, and having them in a step-by-step sequential where you're, okay, I'm going to work on this for this week. And then next week, I'm going to work on this. And then next week, I'm going to work on this. Instead of just going to some group training workout and doing a mindless exercise with no goal. Like, that's why people are so bored in group training. That's why people are so bored at the gym. That's why people don't know what to do when they go to the gym. That's why people quit so often, is because they don't have that step-by-step goal. And that's what we've been refining here in this program. And that's why it's so exciting. I'm excited to give you guys this. You guys are going to get a cool box. You guys are going to get a box shipped to you, and you're going to be able to open up this box, and it's going to come with this cool map. You're going to open up this map. It's going to be your map, and you can pick where you want to go. And Josh and I are going to help you pick where you want to go. And you're going to have cool goals at the end of each segment, and you're going to absolutely love the training. And
sounds like a video game.
Oh, it's gonna in the video, and that's great because we want to progress you in real life. When you progress yourself in real life, you get so excited about life, and you have other goals you start to want to achieve. Because oftentimes, like for me, fitness was my first thing I was ever successful in. Really, like I was fail in school, like I had low self-confidence, and being able to progress myself and learn how to do it, and now coaching you guys through this Level Up system. It's been amazing because it coaches you guys that you can attack any goal in life by breaking it up into small goals. And that's how this Level Up program is. So it's like a mind opener. Like you change your body and your mind, and all of a sudden other parts of your life start to improve because you see opportunities everywhere.
Yeah, it's like taking a test. You don't just take the final day one. Like your finals, that's your end goal. It's passing the class. They break it down. Chapter 1. And chapter 1 has all these sub points, right? That you got to study, you got to learn the vocabulary, you got to make vocabulary cards, and you remember everything.
Right.
And you go to chapter 2, and then you go to chapter 3, and then you take like a quarter test on the book that you're reading, right? And then you have your midterm that you study for, and then you learn some more information, and then you take the final, right? I think a lot of us are missing chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4.
100%.
But we think we're ready to take the final, and it's just too much for us at that time when we need to break that down into different chapters, into different levels, right? And the different skills that we need to learn and develop in order for us to ace that final. That final
Right.
being the strongest version of you, the fastest version of you, the healthiest and most knowledgeable version of you. And that's that level up program. We want to level you up to your fullest potential, because that's what it's about. You know, the human body can do amazing things. You guys have proven that when you come to the gym and you hit PRs and, you know, you hit base or you run times or you proved yourself something that you thought you could never have done in the past. Like, John, how many stories do you hear? We hear it daily. I get messages daily on, oh, Josh, I didn't know I could do that. Thank you for this. Oh, I didn't know I could deadlift. I told my husband that I deadlifted 200 pounds, 250 pounds, and that's more than he can deadlift.
Right.
You know?
I love hearing that.
So
I
it's
love
like,
hearing that.
you guys can do amazing things with the right protocol, with the right coaching, with the right community, with the right systems in place where, you know, your coaches care about your goals and want to teach you the correct things that, you know, John and I were fucking up for a long time in the past when we first started.
Right. And that's like we Josh and I have tried every diet strategy. Josh and I have tried every workout strategy. And we realized that a lot of things work, but there's a certain sequence that really works and that can get you really excited. And we've tested it with our members. And I know that you guys listening who are our members know it. And we're going to be upgrading that. And the great thing about the Level Up program is it's about you seeing physical progressions, but we're also going to have behavior goals. And we're also going to have different skills and flexibility skills that you need to learn. So it's going to be like a whole thing. It's like a holistic program. It's not just physical, but it's going to change you emotionally, physically, like your flexibility, like how you think about goals, you know, how you break up goals. So the Level Up program is a lot more than just strength training, but it's going to change your mental state. And it's going to really, okay, this is how I attack the goal. I got to do this, this, and this. And each week I get excited about this. And then next week I'm excited about this. I'm going to try this. Right. And it's a really fun process. That's why we have so many people who've been training with us for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, because we implement this. And that's how we're going to change the fitness game, man. Like, that's where the fitness industry needs to go. And we're going to lead it. We're going to lead the industry because nobody's leading it right now, you know? And I don't want to go on the internet and just see somebody giving some lame workout. Like we want strategy, and we want to get excited about goals. And that's what a lot of online trainers and a lot of trainers in general in the gym, they don't teach you. They just put you through a workout, and that's great. Okay, do this workout 3 times a week for 6 months. No, I don't want it. That sounds boring. Like, that sounds so boring. I don't even want to do that. And I've done that. I've been stuck in ruts like that. And I've been stuck in plateaus before. And I've been so mind boggled, and I've been injured before, and I've been sick of what I'm following, and I've been sick of supplements. And like, that's how we're going to change it. Like, we're going to guide you through the step-by-step process to turn you into an athlete like we have in our gym. Like, how many athletes we've developed. And by athlete, these people aren't playing sports. They're moms. They're people that have full-time jobs. They're working and they have kids. They lost like 80 pounds, 50 pounds, and those are athletes. An athlete is a mindset. It's not about what you're capable of doing. And we're developing that mindset of an athlete, and we're turning the body into the athlete.
Right.
You know? And it's all about that proper progression into that point.
If you just want some results, you know, you can continue to go to 24-hour fitness and hop on the elliptical and go on a crash diet, or go to these gyms where, you know, the coaches don't know your name. You know, they don't care if you have shit form, or if something's going on in your life and you don't show up for 3 weeks and you come back, you know, it's like nothing happened. They don't really care if you don't show up. But if you're looking for a transformation, not just results, but a transformation, getting stronger, lifting weights you've never lifted before, running longer and faster and harder than you've ever ran before, being more consistent in your life in all aspects, right? Getting excited about your training, getting excited about eating healthier and learning more, being a better leader, pushing yourself to that next level, then this program is going to be a game changer, because it's not for results. It's for a transformation. This program will transform you. It will take you to that next level. And that's what it's about, leveling up. Because if you don't level up, like John says, you die. you don't stay the same. If you're not getting better, you are getting worse.
Right. And there are so many ways to see quote unquote results, like physical, like your mental results, like your consistency results, your dedication results. And those can all be taught. Even if you've never worked out a day in your life and you have absolute zero motivation, we can coach you to that by just simple steps. And I'm grateful to have so many people come into this gym who are complete noobs, because having to teach them how to get from ground zero all the way to a pull up or a muscle up is awesome. And it's great to see that transformation. So even if you don't know how to work out, even if you've never worked out a day in your life, even if you have zero motivation, you have no consistency, you can still be coached. And even if you are very athletic to the other end, if you're athletic and you know what you're doing, like, there's always progressions. And that's why it's exciting about this program, is no matter what level you're at, no matter what consistency level you're at, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter what injury you have, you can be worked with through the program and through good coaching and through coaches who've been through the trenches themselves, who've been injured, who've been hurt, who've been down and out, who've done diets, who've done crash diets, who've done celebrity workouts. Like, we've isolated what works for our hundreds of members in the past, and how we're going to progress you through it is the Level Up program. That's going to be our new thing, and we are releasing it soon, right when we get back from quarantine. You know, we got right now it's about 30 pages long with progressions, and it's probably going to be a lot longer than that. You guys are going to get a cool booklet. You know, you guys are going to be able to write in that book. It's going to be like a workbook on you. It's going to be great. You're going to have all the information there, and you're going to have all the steps there, and it's going to be a blast.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, guys, imagine this. John and I, it's like we're in a cave right now, just working. We're not our apartment, our house. It's not. We're in a cave grinding on this Level Up program. You know, when we come out of the quarantine, when we come out of our cave, it's going to be a new beast. It's going to be a new beast. Your fitness is going to be, well, you guys have been dominating in this online fitness group, this Facebook group that we have, and those Zoom workouts. Guys, I'm so proud of everyone that's been showing up every day. And even those of you who aren't in the physical class, but you've been hitting the workouts and communicating in the Facebook group and hitting your different challenges. Like, you guys dominated the 10-mile challenge. We had a sprint challenge this last week, and you guys are just killing it. You guys are just crushing it. But you heard it here first. Your fitness will be resurrected after everything is back to normal. We are going to take you guys to the next level with this program. And it's gonna be good. I'm very excited about this.
Right. And, you know, Josh and I practice what we preach. You know, we do the workouts. You know, a lot of other trainers, they don't do their own workouts, they preach. But Josh and I, we do what we preach. And, you know, we've been talking on social media about staying consistent and working while you're in quarantine, and hustling and figuring out new things when you're in quarantine. And that's how this Level Up program book has been written. Like, you know, I've been planning this for a while, and I've been slowly implementing it in the gym. And this quarantine has given me the opportunity to write this book, and I'm excited about it. And this program is going to be epic, and your results are going to be epic, and just the whole environment's going to be different. And that's why, you know, we practice what we preach, and we want to let you know that we're here to support you. And we're here to grow with you and change the industry from where it's at, because the industry ain't going to change by itself. We got to change it for you. We got to change it for you, because we want you to have results. We want you to see the best results. We don't want you to get bored and drop off of, oh, I did an 8-week challenge, and now I can't, now I'm done. I don't know what to do. But we are here for you. And that's why we're leveling up. Every year we level up, and this is the next step in the stepping stone to greatness. So we're excited to coach you guys every day.
I'm getting fired up right now. Like, I'm hyped. I'm hyped on this program. You know, I'm actually going to go work out after this, and this gave me that juice. This is my pre-workout, talking about this Level Up program and hopping on this podcast and going back and forth with you, John. And to all the listeners out there, you know, I know you guys are getting a lot of value from these podcasts, and specifically this one, because like we've been saying, this is going to be a game changer, guys. We're changing the game with this program. I don't think any other gym in San Diego was doing this.
No. And
Guys,
that's what I love.
think
And
you guys are gonna be making those gains.
that's right. We're proud of you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening to us today. That's our talk.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in. Josh, thank you for your insight. Thanks for your stories. That was good to listen to you about your supplements. Supplement story. That was fun.
I'm sure we could go back and forth on some stories.
Oh, we could go that for hours. That'll be another podcast.
Funny supplement stories. Funny, like we were talking about all these misconceptions that we had about fitness. Oh man, John and I could talk for hours on that, but we'll save that for another conversation.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you guys. Yeah. If you guys have any questions about what you want to talk about, Josh and I are going to be going through. Like, I wrote down a list of over 150 great topics to talk about on nutrition and exercise this last week. So we're going to be going over everything. So this is just a start. If you have anything you want to talk about, we are going to answer all your questions in exercise and nutrition. We got you covered.
Yep. Thanks everybody for listening. Every Saturday, 10 a.m., we'll be talking about a different topic. Guys, thank you so much. Episode 3 of J Talk. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, guys. Great work.